So I bought a new gun, a 450 Bushmaster made by CVA, Scout model. The gun season's wrapping up here. This is, what is today? Wednesday and Saturday. So for the last few days, I've been baiting in the local deer. It's only been a few, maybe 6 or 7 smaller does. I was trying to see if I could bring in any bigger ones. Either way, tonight was going to be the night I was going to shoot one. Pick the biggest. However it works out. So I got the camera set up. It's probably 30 yards in front of where I'm sitting. So I'm sitting behind this to the right a little bit in a tree. There's nothing but squirrels walking around. And then I saw from the left, first little doe. He ends up climbing through the fence and eating some corn, watching the squirrel a little bit. And then a buddy comes along. I think in total it was about 7 deer ended up coming out and playing. There's number 2. He does the same thing, climbs through the fence. He's the same size. They're just youngins. Usually they've been traveling in a pack. This one was one doe, and then 10 minutes, 15 minutes went by before the next one came. Starting to think this was going to be quiet evening. And then just yesterday, I was sitting in the trees off in the distance there, and a pack of 6 came up from behind me down in the woods, down in the valley there, climbed up to the corner. And before they got out into the yard where I could see them clearly, the neighbor behind me came driving up the driveway and spooked them off. So that was a wrap for last night, so I figured I'd give it one more try tonight. In a minute, the first deer is going to start walking away, almost to greet. You can see the one in the back. He was eyeballing the other ones coming forward. I hadn't seen them yet. At first I thought they were spooked. I thought they were smelling me or something. And the first one starts walking away. And I'm like, oh man. Not that I wanted to shoot them, but if I was already spooking them, I wouldn't get anything. I turned and looked, the pack was coming. They're at the end of the fence around the corner. They were coming out of the woods. So that's the first 2. Another. See, that one's a little bit bigger. Not by much, though. Old Gimpy. There was one more. I think he sensed me. She, he, whatever. Because it was staring at me, although I didn't move. I felt like it knew something was wrong. Then it ended up walking the other way. It walked behind me around the fence that was sitting behind me. So this was the selection here. None of them are real big. They all gathered up tightly around the corn pile. No clean shot on any. You can see it's grainy. The video's grainy. It's getting dark. And my vision was not too far off from what the camera's seeing now. Can barely make out the different sizes of them with their heads down. They all looked very similar. And the way they piled up, the bigger the group, there's two of them that were larger. They stood up, started fighting there. One starts walking away. That's the one I get. Hell of an echo. Look at them all scattering. I was gathering my stuff up and climbing down out of the tree. They're still hanging around. One's out in the field there. He's behind the tree right now. He's right along the top fence rail walking towards the woods. The others are straight ahead around the bend of the fence there. More gunfire. Another one. The witching hour. It's like 4:30. Now I'm down, starting to walk over. Wasn't in a hurry because I know I hit it. It wasn't going to go very far anyway. There's the Sasquatch. Look at that. As I was walking over there, I saw there was a white poof, a little pile of fur. It wasn't little, really. It was quite a bit. I didn't see any blood. Figure with that amount of exit wound damage, you would see some kind of debris besides fur. But first kill with the 450 Bushmaster. Pretty extensive wounds. Small doe. Seems like that's all that's around here for now. So before gun season's over, figure I'd get one. I gotta drag her out of here.